and two kids died. Initially, investigators told us that the children died from hypothermia, but today the medical examiner is saying that the official cause of death was carbon monoxide poisoning. Our Terrell Bailey is downtown with how we got to this point, a very troubling case, Terrell.
Yeah, hey there, good evening, Terrence. This case has been far beyond the Metro Detroit area. So many people overall reacting to it. Now, today's update overall sheds a bit more light into the cause of death for brother and sister Mila and Darnell Curry. Police telling us the family had overall been living in a minivan inside of the Hollywood Casino parking lot for several months. Now, 3 other children were also inside of that van along with the children's mother. I actually spoke to a toxicology expert. He told me, granted, there were multiple people in that minivan. It's possible the carbon monoxide reached the 2 kids before anyone else.
Where exactly were the kids positioned? Were they in the back of the van? Did they have vents on in the front so that maybe they were getting better air in the front but not in the back? They're going to have to reconstruct that to see once why 2 kids in the vehicle died from carbon monoxide where the rest of the family didn't.
Now, Detroit police told me today, though the cause of death has been determined as carbon monoxide poisoning, they are still investigating the facts and circumstances of this case. They also told me they plan on submitting those findings to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. Terrence, I also talked to a former prosecutor who told me overall, more still does need to be looked into.
You need 2 things for a crime to occur. You need an act, of course, a death in this case, and you need intent, and that's what's lacking here. Seems like the mother tried to do everything within her power and reason to try and get help and assistance for her kids. They lived in the van for 2 to 3 months, during which time she reached out to various entities within the municipality, was rebuffed on each and every occasion, according to her, and so therefore, it looks like it was just an unfortunate accident.
Now, just last week, we've learned the mother was given a home for free for 1 year. She told our team at the time it's something that she's forever grateful for. Of course, a lot of still developments to come in this situation, but for now, Terrence, we're live in front of the Wayne County Medical Examiner's Office. Terrell Bailey, CBS.
Yeah, this is really the next step in this investigation since the beginning. Detroit police have been looking into this case not only to figure out what led to the children's death, but also to see if there was a criminal component to it all. Now, since that time in February, there's been multiple people brought in for questioning, including the children's mother and grandma, but no arrests have been made. Now it will be up to Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy to decide if anybody is criminally culpable. Since February, Detroit police have been investigating to figure out what led to the death of 2-year-old Mila Curry and her brother, 9-year-old Darnell Curry. And now their findings are with the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. Until last week, the theory was the 2 kids froze to death, but an autopsy revealed the cause of death is carbon monoxide poisoning. At the time of their death, they were in the care of their mother, 29-year-old Tatiana Williams. The family, homeless, living out of a van, parked at the Greektown Casino parking structure in February when they died.
Everybody who knows me know I worship the ground them kids walk on.
The sequence of events that led to the children's death have not been revealed, or where the children were exposed to carbon monoxide. Both children wearing T-shirts and the toddler in a diaper. The older boy was covered in lice and the 2-year-old with rotted teeth. Our Charlie Langdon talked to the children's mom and grandma back in February.
Did the van run out of gas?
I have no idea what happened. I have no idea.
Did you fall asleep?
Yes.
And then when you woke?
Only night I fell asleep. I usually be woke.
Both Tatiana Williams and her mom, Yvette Goodman, have been questioned by Detroit police. No arrests were made. Now the Wayne County prosecutor will decide if anyone should be charged in the case. Mayor Mike Duggan vowing wraparound services for Williams after learning she did not receive help when calling the city's homeless hotline. She also received a free home on the city's west side from the Detroit Rescue Mission Ministries.
This cannot ever happen again.
Detroit Police Chief Todd Bettison not going on camera today, stressing in a statement put out on social media and to the media that this next step is standard protocol when it comes to their criminal investigations, and any charging decision will fall on the prosecutor's office. Reporting downtown Detroit, Jessica Duper.
Jessica, you broke this story with the help of your sources. The next question that's really been popping up online is, what kind of charges are we looking at here? Do you have any indication at this time?
It's a really good question, and there's been a lot of sensitivity around a case like this just because of how widespread it has been picked up really around the country. Now, as far as charges, I think it's important to keep in mind that because carbon monoxide was determined to be the cause of death, that does mean that the children's death is ruled accidental, at least by the medical examiner. So that changes a little bit how the prosecutor will examine this in terms of charges. I have a feeling it's going to be weeks, if not months, before a decision is made.
Jessica Dupnack, we do